Take 5 with RICOVIBES, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with RICOVIBES. This episode of Take 5 with RICOVIBES is brought to you by...
From your ear device, you know how the girls' favorite Steel Bashment. It's here when RICOVIBES and Mike Promotion proudly presents the All Black with a Touch of Color. This Saturday, March the 8th, to be held at 8 Rivers, 4407 Covington Highway. Music by the girls' favorite and the whole entire New York City clique. Steal it to the Bashment to the world. It's a Brooklyn night. It's a night in Brooklyn, playing the best of all genres of music. This Saturday, March the 8th, it's all about all black with a touch of color. Any color you prefer, anybody prefer. This Saturday, March the 8th, doors open at 10 p.m. RICOVIBES, Mike Promo, Steel Bashment will be in the building. A long time you not see Steel Bashment. You see women there, you see women there. Leaving from Jamaica straight to Atlanta this Saturday for RICOVIBES, Mike Promo. Big birthday celebration. So make it a date and don't be late. Let's party like we haven't partied in a long time. Because this Saturday is the night. March 8th, one Steal It, one Bashment. I'll see y'all this Saturday, alright? I'm out.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, RICOVIBES, and welcome to the Flavor Cafe, aka Take 5, with my co-host, my lovely, I should say, co-host, Lady Renee.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
How's your week going?
Pretty good.
How was your weekend?
I feel like I had a long weekend this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, I feel like a whole lot of stuff went on because I had memory lane. I had to work memory lane. I feel like I was just out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I feel like I was just.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
That was one of those long weekends.
Wow. Well, you know, let me display my Gallus International shirt. A Gallus Lifestyle, I should say.
Lifestyle.
Congratulations to English. He had the grand opening of his brick and mortar store front.
Yes, congratulations.
This past Saturday, you know. I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he came from
far.
Oh,
yeah.
Far.
And this store was in the making for a long time.
Yes.
Because I kept asking him, you know, when are you going to open? Mm-hmm. You know, so look out for a Take 5 coming with Papa English pretty soon as well. So congratulate him on his great endeavors.
Yeah.
You know, love to see one of us.
And it's actually nice stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know how sometimes you try to just support your friends because it's your friend.
Yeah.
But it's actually
he has taste.
Stuff. Yes.
He has taste. So, you know, it's a reflection of his taste. And I'm sure, you know, probably has other inputs as well.
Yeah. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. And I saw a lot of people there from the community on Saturday at the grand opening. And you know, one thing that stood out to me was a lot of people says, I don't want no discount.
Good.
Which was rare to hear in this community.
These guys are learning.
I was so happy to hear that, but surprised at the same time that people were saying, you know, I don't want. And these were people who actually bought him gifts as well.
Oh,
nice.
Grand
opening gifts, and it was like, I don't want no discount. I'm like,
very
wow.
nice, very nice.
But the stuff was reasonably priced.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they're reasonably priced.
That's good.
You know, and the quality. Incredible.
Yeah, I have some stuff from before. I didn't get to go to the grand opening, but we have a lot of stuff. The kids, even the kids have sweatsuits.
Yeah.
Popsy have sweatsuits. I have the bucket hats. We got everything.
Right.
Well,
Juggler has a camo fete coming up, so he's got some camo gear there.
Okay. Yeah, Popsy's playing there. I'll be there.
Yeah. And shout out to Baby Q from Liberal Love. Played on Sunday. Incredible set.
This was the first time I heard when we finished, when we were packing up, all I heard was, "This was the best one ever. This was the best one ever." And I was like, and I was working and was having fun.
Right.
It was really nice.
I mean, Baby Q is Baby Q.
It was nice.
As you can tell, Bugsy always say that's his teacher.
It was
really
nice.
His teacher. He's a good, you know, selector.
It was
some tunes that you didn't know you wanted to hear.
Right. Or you don't even remember. Or it click in your brain and you're like, oh my gosh, I still remember that song?
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to the DJs as well who put their input in last week. Couple of people said you were biased. You know, in all full disclosure, a couple of people DM me and says, listen, when we were talking about the playing back tunes, couple of people says Popsy is guilty of that.
Of course.
Never heard that. Yeah. And Navis is guilty of that. Never heard them do that when I was at a party.
The thing is, and they're actually right. People, they do playback songs, but to me, I think it's a difference between playing back a song because you're trying to make a point, and playing back a song because that song is married to a song that you maybe just played,
or it was played too early,
or it was played early in the party.
That could be a point as well.
So I mean,
yeah. So, but again, like I said, there was a couple of DMs. I said, you know what, I'm gonna let her know on the show. That way, people say, well, okay, I'm being neutral across the board.
Because I mean, we're not. I don't think we're judging it like a sound clash.
No.
Where it's like, oh, if you play back a song, you lose.
You're disqualified now.
It has nothing to do with that. We're talking about, I will hear a DJ come on and be like, they will hear somebody play a song or take a new song, and they'll be like, no, this is how you play it. And play.
Right.
That's not, that's not.
Yeah, I know.
But, I mean.
Yeah, well, you know, I addressed it, folks, okay? So take of that what you will. One of the topics I want to go into tonight, I saw this online, and I said, you know, I think it's good. Because as Caribbean parents, you know, a lot of us grow up in a household until we get married and move out.
Okay.
I don't know if that still happens, but I know back in the days it happened.
Okay.
You know, in the Guyanese and the St. Kitts Nevis, where I'm from, VI, stuff like that. So question is, should adult children living at home pay their parents a portion of the rent? To their parents?
Yeah, of course. Adult kids,
Should adult kids living at home pay some of the rent? Or mortgage or whatever it is?
I think so. I think at some point. I feel like when you get stable, because sometimes you have where, you know, you're just working a little job, you know, 18, 19, you're just working a little job to maybe get you through college, or maybe, I feel like if you're in college, maybe not so much. Maybe you take on one bill. If you have a job, maybe you take on a light bill or something. But if you're in a good stable job, and you're still there, obviously there's a reason why you're still there. I feel like every relationship should be, what's the word? Symbiotic? Is that what it is?
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think every relationship, because why should you be working this good job and saving all your money while your parents is working like you?
Some parents traditionally, they expect they don't want the kids to leave. Because I've known of some parents who the kids get married and still live at home.
Oh yeah, no. That's a little bit weird.
It's a little bit weird, but you know, the couple or them, you know, whatever, they save their money and then they go out and buy a house, whatever. But this is something that happens in my country.
Yeah, I think if you're in college, right? If you're working, you have your little job and you go into school to better yourself, whatever. But once you better yourself, what are you bettering yourself for? To help support yourself, right?
Right.
That's just how I look at it.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Let us know. Put your comments down below. You know, if you are an adult child, should you contribute to the rent?
Yeah.
Or the mortgage.
The bills or whatever.
The bills, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said last week I was going to talk about, what is it, the poly...
Oh, yes, Neo and his many people.
Neo and his 4 girlfriends. What do you think about that lifestyle?
I agree with I think it's the baby mother.
Yeah.
Where she's like, do what you're doing, but don't bring that around my kid.
Right.
I mean, everybody's going to do whatever fits them. Mm-hmm. I mean, if he has the means to keep 4 women happy, by all means. But I feel like when you start to expose kids to that, it gets difficult. Because the question is, okay, are you what are you to me?
What are you to me?
What are you to me? What are you to me? What are you to me? Are you my...
Right.
You know, like, it gets confusing. And
I remember about 2 years ago, I had African on the show. Mm-hmm. And African, for those who know African in the community, he has 2 wives. I think they're wives. But he explained it on here.
Okay.
You know, that for him it's a part of his lifestyle. I think he's from Ghana.
Okay.
So it's a part of his tradition and lifestyle. Of course, he has to be able to, support both of them.
Yeah.
They both have to get along.
Okay.
They both have to know their place. I didn't ask him if he get it on with both of them at the same time. I didn't want to dig that deep into their private relationship.
So is it, what I would want to know is is it, does the first one help look for the second one? Or is it just him that goes out and just vets them?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, I think it's a lot of...
Because each one of them has to be able to get along.
Right. So I would think that the first one, because I was watching a show one time where it was couples trying to bring in a third person, but it's like the couple was dating that person first to know if that, because to me, I guess that would make the most sense because we want to see if the chemistry fits with both people. Right. But then you have I know in some cultures they're able to, not even able, but that's legal. Their thing.
That's their thing.
Yeah. So does the other wives have a say-so, or are they forced to get along with each other?
That's a good question.
That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. And what are the criterias?
Yeah,
who does what? Do they have assignments? Who gets days? Whatever the case may be.
The dishes and chores and.
Would you be a part of something like that?
Yeah, right. No, absolutely not. No.
I don't think most women.
I don't think so.
would be a part of something like that. But I've heard of people in the community that does that.
But you know what? I think a lot of them, and don't chew me up, guys. I think a lot of it comes from insecurity. Not the people who's cultural. Right. We have just normal, people who come from traditional relationships who bring in a third person because their husband won't leave that person alone. Okay. So they just kind of comply and bring them in. I've seen that happen as well. So to me, I believe that you either can't let go of the man where you don't understand that you deserve better, so you just kind of lower your standards and let in somebody else.
So you consider that lowering your standards?
I think that's definitely lowering your standards, because I feel like that's you telling the man that, okay, I agree that I'm not enough.
So would you prefer for the man not to do that, or you don't allow that, quote unquote, and he goes out and cheat, versus you allowing it, or accepting it, I should say, and he keeps it in-house?
I mean, okay, let's get into this. I think that there is a such thing as being respectable even in those actions, even in cheating.
Right, okay.
If you're just going to cheat blatantly and it's kind of like you don't care if I know, you don't care, then that's completely different from, screeching and doing things in the quiet. I feel like there's, and it probably sounds really bad, but it's some kind of respect there. It's some kind of respect there, but I know it kind of sounds crazy.
It comes across crazy.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, sir. Like you respect her enough not to put it in her face.
Just to blow it, to be all in her face. In his face,
right? Because both people cheat.
Both, right? So, yeah, I think I would rather be cheated on and not know. I mean, and live my merry old life not knowing than to have to accept the fact that there's somebody else.
What if you find out? What if you know? Then what?
I mean,
do you forgive?
It depends. I feel like once you're in a marriage, it's kind of different. Marriage is different. Boyfriend and girlfriend is kind of iffy. Me personally, I've heard of a few people saying that they go into therapy with their boyfriend or girlfriend. I would never go to therapy with a boyfriend or girlfriend. No.
Oh, with a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I would never.
What if you guys are preparing to take that next step?
Yeah. Like if y'all are engaged and you're doing the sessions to get married or whatever. I'm talking about hardcore therapy, trying to figure out what the problem is because y'all can't get along with each other. Absolutely not. Because I believe that dating is an audition. If we just can't get along, we just can't get along. If the two of us don't see eye to eye, we just don't see eye to eye. And that's fine, we
Right.
move on. But I feel like us, even as Caribbean people, we don't even know how to date properly. As soon as soon as you're there with somebody, on a day, full blown day. No, like dating is, you date casually
fun.
and you vet people out. I see that. I don't like that about you. So X, I like you. Come a little closer. But no, not us. As soon as somebody tell you whatever, gone off into the sunset. But
it's funny it's about the dating thing because somebody sent me a potential topic, and it kind of like on the line of what we're talking about. They were saying if you're dating, loosely translate, because I can't find it, but if they're saying if you're dating, the person that you're dating isn't she being a prostitute? Because at the end of the day, it's transactional. It's like you're dating to get to the cookie.
Let's get this right. Everything is transactional. Listen, even husband and wife. I'm not gonna tell you my business, but listen, we still hello.
I think how they put it is dating prostitution.
No, absolutely not.
And then they say, well, the transaction of a date is one day you hope to get to the cookie.
I think that's probably on a more male.
Well, yeah.
Because that's true. Because girls, we want things. We want money, and we want dates, and we want bags, and we want stuff. So it is transactional, but you just got to find the transaction that works for you.
So in other words, you're agreeing with what this person says to a certain degree.
But I wouldn't call it prostitution.
Yeah, I think the word prostitution was a little bit much.
It's much, but everything is transactional. Just like I believe that marriage is not all about love.
You think so?
I don't believe so. Because I could love you down to the ground, down to the ground. If you can't come in my life and better me, or if I can't come in your life and better you, what is the point? We could love each other down. We gonna love each other under a bridge, like under a bridge.
So you would get me personally, I couldn't get married without some factor of love.
No, of course, no. I believe that definitely love it has to be there, but not love alone. It's not just love. Because some people believe that is I love you, okay, but you still have to be able.
Well, you have to be a provider. You have to be a provider. You have to be able to take care of your family, stuff like that.
Because I could love you. I could love you. But if you don't make sense, then why would I?
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So you're saying that the prostitution thing doesn't work?
It's a little bit much.
It's a little bit much.
It's a little bit much, but it is transactional. I agree to that.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
That's interesting. So the person who sent me the DM, there you have it. I mean, she claims that is a she too. She claimed that it is transactional.
It is.
A man is after the cookies, and he'll do whatever he has to do.
Yeah, and we are after the money and the things and the yeah.
What do you think is an appropriate amount to spend on a first date?
I don't think I could put that in a box. Why? I think we would have to break it down. Like, if we're gonna say restaurant, or we're gonna say, because some people think that a good first date could be going to the beach. It could be free. You can go and have a picnic on the beach.
But you realize something like that they don't consider a date. Women traditionally consider what a date is you either picking them up, taking them out to a restaurant, and spending some money. Okay, versus you going to the beach or going in the park or something that they don't really. Most of them don't really consider that a date. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
I would consider that a date, but okay, restaurant. What maybe like 200 maybe. 200. Because drinks and but nowadays a girl. Well, if you're a hookah smoker, you want a hookah as well. So right. 250
on a first date.
I think that's fair.
Okay, what do you guys think? How much should a man be spending on a first date and not considered cheap?
Yeah, no, I think that's
because some men, they'll go out and they'll wait to see what you're ordering before
and then budget
before they before they order and budget. I don't do that. I mean, I will make sure that I have more, at least double or triple the amount in my pocket or in my bank account or my card before I decide to take a woman out. Because you never know what she's going to order.
And women, you should also have your own money when you go on dates. Y'all know, y'all Caribbean women know, what's it called?
Vex money.
You get vex money. Because if he think that he going to style you and say, oh no, you can't get the lobster. Who can't get the lobster? You can't get the lobster.
So hold
I
on.
can get
So
the lobster.
let me. You would be out with a man and he tells you can't get the lobster and you still stay with that man on that date? And you order and you pay for your half?
I think I would stay.
Really?
I don't think I would get up and leave at that time. No,
But that
I
would
would
be
just,
the last date,
it would just
obviously.
kind of be it would be, I would check you off in the back of my brain and it's like, okay,
This is the first and last date.
I see you never.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever done that with a man? Going on one date? That's it?
Of course. Of course.
Wow. What are some of the things a man could do that, well, you off the market anyway, so I wouldn't bother to ask you.
I mean, no, but I can still answer. I can tell you from my experience. So, like, what are you trying to say? Like, things that a man could do to turn you
Instantly turn you off.
I don't like cheap men. And I'm not saying that I'm
You're not an expensive girl?
I don't think so because I buy a lot of the stuff that I want because I know that
So you know what you want.
Yeah, because but my thing is, don't come and see me on a certain level and then try to downgrade me.
Gotcha.
That it will piss me off. Like, okay, yeah, don't be cheap. Don't.
Be careful.
I know, right? Don't be cheap.
Right.
Don't be. No sense of humor. Oh.
Yeah, because people, if you don't know her, nutcase, crazy. Incredible sense of humor.
I like to have fun. I like to be spontaneous.
Right.
I like new stuff. If you're boring, it's not going to work. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have any topics this week?
I do. What do you think, Rico,
Yeah.
about promoters who rely on the money that the party makes to pay the people working the party?
Bad business. If you don't have the money to keep a party before the party actually happens, don't keep the party.
So how much percentage of the things do you think should be paid for before the party
Pre-party?
starts?
The venue, of course. Sometimes a DJ wants a deposit, unless you know the person, whatever.
Okay.
Respect that and give them the deposit. The decorator, of course.
Okay.
Most of us get liquor on consignment.
Yeah.
So the consignment is taken care of. But for the most part, the venue, decorator, DJ's deposit.
What about bottle girls?
Bottle girls, some of them want the deposit. Most of them get paid afterwards, but it shouldn't go past that night.
Okay, so your bill should be paid.
Yeah.
When the door closed, when the person is walking out of the venue, they should have their full
Correct.
amount of money.
Correct. I mean, I'm a person. There's only one promoter that don't pay me the night of, and I nipped that in the bud right away. Recently, it's been going on for years, and I recently said, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. People got bills to pay.
People got bills to pay. Not only that, but you work.
Yeah.
You know, you like to get paid once you finish working.
And then you have the promoters that will say to you,
Yeah, that's not my problem.
That don't have nothing to do with me, sir.
That's not my problem. Matter of fact, there's a couple of promoters out there that owes me right now. I'm not going to blow them up on here and call their names, but, you know, the thing with that is that you see them, like, I don't watch people unless you owe me.
No, that's true. Because if you owe me money,
Like,
that is the
I don't
fastest.
care what you do with your money. I don't care if you're buying bottles, not buying bottles, whatever. But if I see you buying bottles
And you owe me money.
and you owe me, we have a problem.
Come here. Let me talk to you.
So again, I don't watch you. I don't care what you do with your money. That's your money, unless you owe me. So I try not to owe people. The most you'll see me if a person decides to leave the party before I'm done. But most of the time, anybody that knows me knows I will go throughout the party, before the party ends, and put an envelope in their hand. Because what I don't want done to me,
True.
I don't do to others.
True. I agree.
So that's a very good question. There's a lot of promoters out there right now that owes people.
Of course. The DJs have bills. A lot of the DJ have bills with some of the promoters.
Right.
And they wait until the end and they give them a sad story. And sometimes the worst ones is when you're actually in the party and you can see the party ram. Either you let in half of the party or you comped half of the bottles. And then you want to tell me at the end of the night that you didn't make no money. That don't have nothing to do with me.
A lot of them don't understand it's a business.
It is a business.
It's not a popularity contest. It's a business. And if you've been in this game for a couple of years and you're still not having successful parties, get out the game.
And it's fine. It's not like something that you have to do. It's fine. Like, and I'm realizing that the bigger parties, those are the promoters who owe people. You see the little small parties that 60, 70 people come to, maybe 50, 60, and then they, the people is going back and forth getting their little mixed drinks and getting their beer at the bar. Those parties make money. Yeah. But you see the ones the hype one, them they have the
bunch of bottles around and all that.
And they have the what you call it? The photo op, the big photo op in the front, and they got 10 bottle girls, and they got the y'all old people, and the people them is talking. So please, pay the bill.
But I don't understand. I'm full of pride.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Full of pride.
Me too.
If I'll sit down and I'll do the numbers before, and I'll make sure that I have the correct amount of people that I know I can afford if the party doesn't make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's always a possibility.
Because it shouldn't be a loss. To me, I feel like it should not be a
loss to the other person.
Yeah, like, yes, you pay out your money, but I'm talking about the night of the party. You shouldn't be now going into negatives, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. The majority of the things should already be paid for, and then maybe you take your money from your bar or your money from your door and pay whoever's left over to pay. But to be footing the bill off of the party is crazy.
Crazy.
But
again, people do it. And some established promoters does it.
Yes. The big parties.
Listen, there's no shame in collaborating with someone, even if that person has to be a silent partner.
True.
There's no shame in collaborating with someone because a lot of us don't have it all to give at once.
True.
So if you've got a partner or you got a team, there's no shame in that. Most of the time right now it's teams doing it.
But you know that everybody now wants to be the man or the woman or the whoever or the people.
Yeah. So, and that's the sad part about it because that's where they wind up owing people.
Yeah. Because I thought this thing was about making money. And at the end of the day, it's about making money, guys. Don't throw a party just to put your name on the map. For what?
Yeah.
Okay, people know you, and now you're broke because you owe people.
And it's shameful. It is.
And as you said, you have a lot of them don't have no pride because they will walk past the people. They owe them money and they in parties walking past them, not saying nothing to them and buying their.
The worst part is, I'm gonna forget you,
Right.
Okay.
Right. Why you think you
okay, how about pay me my money?
But yeah.
So do the right thing. That's a good point. Like Bugs just said, right? Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Yeah, right.
Do the right thing. Anyway, I noticed that there's a new Wednesday night.
It's the same one, but they renamed it.
Oh, okay.
The one at
592.
At 592. Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
I saw it like the flyer was different. I saw it said.
Is it Pum Pum?
It's Pum Pum Wednesdays.
Pum Pum Wednesdays.
And I see it says there will be dancers there. Is
that strippers?
That's what I wanted to know. I saw the flyer and I was really intrigued.
Okay, so Navis is still a part of it.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just that who's that tall man takes? What's his name?
I believe it's Tall.
Okay. So all right. So it's now called Pum Pum Wednesdays.
Yeah, I guess it's rebranded. Yeah.
Hell of a name.
Pum Pum Wednesdays.
I guess the pum pum part is the ladies dancing. Because obviously that's not novice. Don't kill me, novice. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to preserve your name here. That's not your part.
Yeah.
So,
but my thing is, okay, speaking of that, like, what is the point of bringing strippers to a... I
guess to try to attract men.
So wouldn't you go to a strip club if
you
you
would
wanted
think
to
if you want to see that, you go to the
strippers?
source, right?
Yeah, because like I feel like people go to 592 to eat Rasta pasta and maybe smoke a little bit of hookah.
And enjoy some music. And
Yeah,
call it a day.
imagine being there and like someone shaking their ass in your face, like, and that's not what you want.
Mix up with food. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I mean, you know, sounds fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. But anyway, the brand new Wednesday night.
Pum Pum
goes
Wednesdays.
down tonight. Pum Pum Wednesdays. So make sure you check that out. It's the same place, 592 Lounge over in Stonecrest.
Yes.
Make sure you check that out. Also, there's Fish Fry Wednesdays at Chef Tony's place.
Yes.
The ends.
There's a round robin, I believe they're starting.
Is that
now.
what it is?
Yeah.
And also down at Elegance, there's also a Wednesday night there as well.
Okay, so Wednesday's popping.
Yeah. Well, the thing with these promoters is that every time somebody flies a night, everybody
Once
jumps.
pop up,
Everybody, it's like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. As long as somebody flies a night, everybody jumps on that night.
yeah. Like my thing is, why not all? If you believe that you can add to whatever's going on, why not come together and make it bigger? And
Coming
better?
together is not a thing in Atlanta.
Here, okay.
It's not a thing in Atlanta. I've seen that. Very rare. Thursday nights, of course, Gal Farm Thursdays. Make sure you check that out. Juggler, pick up yourself. Ladies are free before 1 a.m. Okay, and also at the same time, over at the ends, Chopper Thursdays continues. Novice Bomb and the crew. Popsy and the whole family is going to be there. This Friday, Kevin's Fish Fry. Over at in Conyers,
I want to go check that out so bad. 'Cause every time I see it, everybody's having so much fun. I need to check that out.
I heard that he can cook.
Okay, I need to go over there.
So make sure you check that out. That's
But Friday is also, I think
Storm?
it's called Arabian Nights. Yeah,
Storm.
I think that's what it's called.
Storm's birthday celebration.
Yep.
So make sure you check that out as well. I don't know what else is going on Friday night. So if I don't know, let me know. This Saturday, of course, is the big one. It's my birthday celebration. And it's the all black with a touch of color. Big up to Steele. He sent me my video drop all the way from Jamaica.
I saw it. I was like, this is expensive.
Yeah. Steele is my boy. So big that up. Make sure you get there early. I'm asking everyone to get there early. The clock goes up an hour this weekend, so make sure you get there early, okay? The bar closes at a certain time. I'm not going to tell you when the bar closes. I just need you there early.
And don't think that because it's an extra hour that no, you're still going to end up losing an hour. So still come early.
Yep. Get there early, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Memory Lane Sundays continues this Sunday. It's going to be a special guest alongside myself. Alongside DJ Paulie and John Wayne, so make sure you get there early as well, because as you can know, we turn on the light promptly at 2 a.m.
Yep, and I'm noticing that a lot of there's a set of like younger people starting to come to the Sunday night. So
because at the end of the day, 6 nights a week they hear the same music.
True,
literally the same music 6 nights a week. So
true.
At the end of the day, you want to hear something different, and you will hear different music on a Sunday night. At Memory Lane Sundays.
I love Memory Lane. It's so organized. It's so just laid back, chill. Like there's no extra nothing.
Right. Get there from early. 7 o'clock. They have games, ludos, dominoes, all that stuff, and the food is excellent.
Yeah, the food is good. I had some soup last time.
It did, yeah. The food is excellent. There's never food left.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's never food left. So, what do you have going on this weekend, other than you're going to be at my party, of course.
Of course.
You're going to be at Memory Lane, of course.
Of course.
Friday,
I'm going to go check out Storm. Just because I love that theme that she has going on. Let me ask you a question. Real quick. Maybe we can talk about it next week. But Do you think that sometimes the theme deters people from coming to an
it does
event?
one or the other. It either invites the people or it deters the people.
Think so?
Some teams are expensive.
That's
in
true.
terms of the clothing.
Especially New York. Have you seen New York
Yeah.
would be like a touch of designer.
Yeah.
Who told you that I got designer in my closet?
Well, I mean, they have the fake designers, the fake designer outfits, which is a thing here. I didn't realize until recently that a lot of the designer clothes, quote unquote, that folks be wearing is not the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
Oh, yes. It's a thing.
Yeah,
Big thing.
I found out recently about that. But yeah, it helps sometimes and it don't help sometimes because people say, I don't want to look out of place, so I don't go.
And then sometimes it's like, is everybody else going to follow the theme or am I going to be like the only one?
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
themes are important, guys.
It is. I see Pandemonium is coming back.
Yes.
With Chronic Law
Yeah.
and Friends.
Yep.
And of course on the 26th of April at
Is that
592
Chanel Muir and
Joshi and a few others. Of course that same
our
night
hometowns.
is Hot Topics.
That's the same night?
That's the same night. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hot Topics have a hell of a lineup though, so
Okay, I
in
gotta
terms
look
of
at the
in terms
lineup
of
over there.
DJs is a hell of a lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, so be interesting to see what happens that night.
Yeah.
2 big events going up head to head. I'm wondering if the Chanel Muir is it in the back of 592?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're probably gonna do the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
Very interesting. Your hookah business?
Renee Campbell on Facebook. Kaleido Smokes Hookah on IG.
I Am Biggs hit me up on one of those days last week and said, can she spell it for me? Because maybe some people don't know how to spell it.
Oh, okay. So it's a long one.
Yeah.
It's like kaleidoscope, but it's smoke. So KALEIDOSMOKES.
Fancy.
All right.
Fancy.
Kaleido Smokes. I got to think about it too. So
It's fancy. So there you have it, Biggs. I addressed your concern as well. I get the calls. So.
or you can just find my page and it's linked there somewhere. I post about it all the time. I'll link it, tag it. And my personal Instagram is a long one too. But if you look for Jada Renee, JA.
Yeah, I just put in Jada.
Jada.
Once I put in Jada, it comes up.
And you come up.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's youtube.com/RICOVIBES. Tell a friend to also follow us and subscribe to us. I'm not going to get messy, but I saw one of your old friends is now coming with a podcast. We talk about that off the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just saying to myself, all of a sudden.
Cute, right?
Renee has a podcast. And
Cute.
all of a sudden, this person. Okay.
Cute.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you join us next week for another edition of the Flavor Cafe, a.k.a. Take 5. We out.